Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I go by the name me, myself, and I, Epic It Was. Remember to like and share to this amazing video. I'm here with this amazing, beautiful lady right here. But before I introduce you, I would like to say a very big thank you for always subscribing, liking, and sharing.
Sandra from Atlanta, Georgia.
What brought you to Ghana?
Vacation, actually, it's my girlfriend's birthday, so we decided that we'd come celebrate. We've always wanted to come to Ghana just to experience it, and so that's why we're here. And so being here has opened my eyes in so many ways. Take back to my culture, the roots. Love Ghana because of the hospitality, the respect that they have for each other and for visitors and so forth. And I just think it's a beautiful country. We take so much for granted, like with the foods and so forth. Just everything being grown and natural, and you can, when you're eating the food, you can feel the difference. You see it in your skin, you feel it in your body. So just a wonderful experience overall. Just like everything else, there are hiccups, right? But for the most part, it's been amazing. So I didn't really know much about Ghana before coming here. What I did know is that the roots and the culture. We went to Cape Coast, the slave dungeon, and learning all about that. Like, I didn't have any idea about all of that. So at the end of the day, I honestly didn't do much research, to be very honest. I've known people that have come to Ghana, but I didn't get as much history or background about the country until I came here for myself.
Do you think it's worth it to come?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely worth it, because at the end of the day, ignorance is bliss, right? So if you don't know something, you don't know. But once you're exposed and you open your eyes and you're learning new things, you have a different mindset.
Tell us a bit about the slave dungeon when you went there for the first time. What are some of the things that you felt, and what are some of the things that you think that if someone have not even been to the slave dungeon, what message will you also attach to it?
So, the slave dungeon, just thinking about the dungeon, the different dungeons that they had, and how they had the slaves tied up, chained up, right? Piled up on each other in a dark dungeon, no food, no toilet, right? And the only way you were able to exit the dungeon is if they died. And then when they died, they would take them and throw them into the ocean. Like, that right there was deep for me. I mean, even in the dungeons, like, they didn't... where they use the toilet, right? The toilet and the feces and everything is as is, right? And so just standing in there, like, it was very heart-wrenching to know that the suffering that these people went through, right? The slaves, and then also the church being on top, right? The church is on top, and then this is going on at the bottom. It's like, what the heck, that was really heart-wrenching. Now, every time I look into the ocean, I'm just thinking about our people being, mistreated, and then died, and then they just threw them into the ocean. So for me, every time I look into the ocean, I took a video, and every time I look at the video, my heart is just like, oh my gosh, So that was deep for me.
So if someone is watching you for the first time and do not know something about slave dungeon, what message will you like to give to the person?
I would say, listen, if you can make it to Ghana, do your history. It's out there. Do your history. You'll have a different appreciation of who we are and what we stand for. And all I can say is, you need to know our history. Like, we Black people, we need to know our history. That's what I would say. Because like I said, ignorance is bliss. And if you don't know something, you don't know. But this was a real eye-opener for me, this trip. And I've always been a person, considered myself to be like authentic and, in my roots, so to speak. But this has taken it to a whole nother level for me.
So Ghana's changed you in a way?
Absolutely. Yeah. The way I think, I've always been one to try to treat people the way I expect to be treated. Right? And so it's just taking it to another level. And, it's just the insight to certain things that's happening, like even in our own homes, with the families and within the communities and the city and the state and the country. Whole different level. Like, it's taken me to a whole different level.
So what are some of the things that you can adapt to your life because of Ghana?
Um, well, once again, I've always been like I was born in London, right? And so I wasn't grown. My parents are from Jamaica. I have brothers and sisters from
Oh,
Jamaica.
okay. Wagwan.
So I don't. But I don't know Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So for me, the culture is different. The West Indian and the British culture is different,
Okay.
right? So for me, I've always been consider myself like well grounded in terms of respect, like having that foundation of trust and loyalty. And so it's just taken that to another level and looking at things differently, right? Not taking people for granted. Because here in Ghana, things are cheap,
Okay.
but yet you come here and tourists will still try to talk them down when these people are trying to make a living, right? So it's like, okay, I want this, I want this, I want it at the lowest price, but are you really thinking about the people and what how they're trying to survive? So that's the level of for me, that's the level of things like someone, oh, it's 100 CDs. 100 CDs, what, $6?
Okay.
Right? And you're trying to talk them down to $50. You're stripping them, right? You're
Yeah.
stripping them from their trying to make a living. They have family, they have kids, and so we need to have that mindset. And that goes back to the greed, want what I want, not considering what the other person may need,
Okay.
right? So that's deep for me.
That's deep. That is really deep for her, and I feel like you need to learn something out of what she's saying. You've heard a whole lot of people coming back to the country. The year of return, African Americans coming, the diaspora coming to the country, and all that. What are some of the things that you feel like they shouldn't bring along when they are coming to Ghana, to be specific?
Ghana is a beautiful country, right? And everywhere you go, they're becoming Americanized. Why take away your culture? That's my main thing. Like, why do we want to bring in the American culture? Ghana is Ghana. It's a beautiful country. The people are who they are, right? So why do we want to adapt and become Americanized? What is that benefit? What is it benefiting the country? Like, you tell me. You've been here. Like, what is it benefiting?
Leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know, okay?
I mean, yeah, that's what I would want to know. Like, what is it benefiting? Like, becoming Americanized, what is that benefiting?
Okay.
Why strip away the culture? Why strip away the roots? Everything grown here is natural. It's good for you. It's healthy. Why start adding the preservatives? Why are we doing that?
Why are you doing that? Why? Why are you doing that? Because we always talk about bridging the gap and bridging the gap. So if you think what you're doing can bridge the gap, do you think it will bridge the gap?
I don't know if it would. I honestly don't know. I would hope it would, but I don't know.
What are some of the things that you think we can do to bridge the gap together?
I just think just coming together as one. Love,
Love,
respect, honor,
honor.
right? That's the root of everything. If you have that, genuinely have that.
So what is not making us to love, respect, and all that?
No, in Ghana, you guys are loving and respect. Now, the one thing I can say about Ghana is, I'm gonna keep it real here, right? The one thing I can say, like, there's always the negative, right? There's always the negative. Nothing is 100% positive. So communication is good. However, the time, like, if they say 1 o'clock,
Okay. Okay.
you might want to, okay, they mean 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. If you're coming to the restaurants, it takes a while to get your food, right? So it's bring your snacks.
What is your culture shock in Ghana?
I think it's the communication, not faulting Ghanaians, but I think like the communication, because every time, if you have an issue, it's yes, please, and thank you. And I did get irritated at one point because at one point we didn't have any water. There was no communication about, the water being turned up. And we literally didn't have water for the whole night.
Wow.
Right? And so when I called them 3 times and it was like, yes, please, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, stop. Stop telling me yes, please. Stop telling me sorry. So that right there, we need to work on.
Okay.
They need to respect and handle the business when it comes to certain issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the yes, please, and it's like, I respect it,
Uh-huh.
but at the end of the day, you need to do something. Don't just say, you need action. And that for me is frustrating. Right.
So whilst we are getting to know the dislike and like, we are also learning to be better ourselves because we are not just doing the interview to get the negative aspect. We want positive. We want solution to whatever that we are talking about, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, like I said, there's always a negative, the positive. There's nothing in life is perfect. Nothing in life is 100%. The country is beautiful. The people are beautiful. You know, there's work to be done because we went to an orphanage, which was beautiful. We were able to bring items in and donate, and just to see the work that they're doing in the orphanage is beautiful for me because they're giving back to their community. So, you know, it's more so giving back as opposed to just coming here. Oh, and I want to go here and I want to go there. It's not when you come to Ghana. It's nice to experience and have the fun, but you need to understand, and I need to understand the culture, and you also need to get the educational. So it's like educational, emotional, spiritual, you know, everything, right? It's not just coming, I'm going to have a good time, I'm going to go shop. You know, you need to understand the country, the people, how they operate, and the whole night. For me, that's rewarding. Like, that is a vacation. And that's what I got here in Ghana.
Will you come back again?
Absolutely. I got a 5-year visa.
Hey, 5 years visa. What are some of the food have you tried so far in Ghana? I mean, local food you've tried.
So, like the fried yams, just like French fries, but it's yams.
Okay.
That was good. The jollof rice was really good. And basically, it's just the chicken and the shrimp, but cooked in different styles. So the food is good. The salads are amazing because they're fresh. You can taste the freshness in the salad. The drinks are awesome because for the most part, when I'm here, when I travel, I try to do the natural. So the pineapple ginger was really good. Had melon and ginger, which is really good. Coconut water, amazing. I mean, yeah. So all the juices, natural.
Wow. I mean, natural. You say natural. Let me know in the comment section if it is still natural and all that. Because a whole lot of people feel like we don't eat healthy food in Africa, Ghana, to be specific.
So that's really interesting you say that because you guys grow a lot of the stuff here. So to me, that's healthy because it's like you're growing it, you're selling it, you're eating it. And one of my friends that I'm traveling with from Jamaica is like when they were growing up, all the food is there, but we take it for granted, right? You don't eat it. You'd rather go to KFC or go to, and so I don't know if that's the same thing that's happening here. We questioned about what is the help, you know, like people getting sick, and for the most part, it's the food is here. I don't understand like what the food is here. It's grown. It's natural. Why, you know. We know stress is a killer, right? But for me, the natural food is here. I mean, I understand some things you have to add preservatives and so forth, but for the most part, the food here is natural. Like, why, you know, that's my take. I don't know about anyone else. But
No, I mean, I agree with you. I really agree with you. So when Ghanaians find out you are from, let me say, from America and you come to Ghana, how do they treat you as someone who is from the diaspora?
Just oh, you're from America. You know, they treat you with respect. Okay. You know, they welcome you. They're very welcoming. Ghanaian people are very welcoming. I mean, what can I say? They're just very welcoming. It doesn't matter where you go. One thing though, the marketplace, Mapala, that was really interesting because they sell everything, and it's like they just swamp you. So that was an experience trying to like, okay, back off, because everyone's trying to make a living, right? So that was interesting because our first tour was at Cape Coast. Okay. And that in itself, like if I didn't do anything else, that in itself was eye-opening. We also did the naming ceremony.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
So my name is Sandra. And so what they do is they take your name and date of birth, and they'll let you know what day of the week you were born. And based on the day of the week that you were born, you get your Ghanaian name, right? Okay. So my name is Afia.
I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And also being with Epic, it was sharing your experience with us. If you have a message for African Americans and the diaspora watching you right now, what message would you like to give?
If I have a message for African Americans, honestly, I would, as an African American, I would encourage or recommend everybody to come and visit Ghana because to learn about your roots, to learn about the history, there's just so much, and it is life changing. That's all I can say. For me, it's a whole nother perspective going back to the States. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I have a lot of questions to ask you, but any question that you wish I should have asked you, but I did not ask you.
No, because you kind of caught me off guard with something. So, but I appreciate and respect you receiving also like the upside downs, right? There's always hills and valleys, right? And so I can sit here all day and say Ghana is beautiful, Ghana, and it is, but you also have to talk about the valleys, right? And so for me, that's how things become better. Accepting constructive feedback will help to make situations better, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's not just all
Yeah.
you know, beaches and yeah, it's nice. It's a beautiful country, but there's still work to be done. Okay, so
There is still work to be done. So if you are watching, please let's make it better and let's keep making it better so it gets better to better. You understand? Thank you so much and see you in the next video. Can we do this? Peace out.
peace out.